Have you ever been ignored by your children or had to deal with their rudeness without losing your temper? If so, you are not alone. In this video, you'll learn a simple but effective 6-step strategy for transforming difficult situations into chances for better, more respectful relationships. Stay with us until the conclusion to learn actionable ways to regain serenity, improve communication, and create a peaceful family environment. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it to help me continue spreading useful information. Now, let us begin. Step 1. Keep your emotions in check. The first step in negotiating challenging situations with your children is to learn to control your emotions. When your children ignore you, disrespect you, or lash out, it is natural to feel angry, frustrated, or even deeply hurt. After all, as a parent, you've put a lot of love, care, and time into them. But here's the unpleasant truth. While reacting in rage or irritation may seem justifiable in the heat of the moment, it rarely results in anything positive. So, before you let those emotions take control, please take a deep breath and realize that your calm is more than a technique. It is a superpower. By remaining collected, you not only avoid unneeded emotionally charged fights, but you also convey a powerful sense of strength, knowledge, and confidence. Children, regardless of their age, are extremely perceptive. They will notice your consistency and be more likely to reflect on their actions. They may not confess it right away, but your actions teach them more than any words you might say in anger. When you remain calm, your thinking is clear, allowing you to reply deliberately rather than impulsively. Reacting in anger frequently leads to saying things we don't mean, or worse, inflicting wounds that take far longer to heal than we planned. If left unchecked, these emotional scars can erode the very core of your connection with your children. The last thing any parent wants is for transient frustration to result in long-term harm. Managing your emotions does not imply suppressing your feelings or pretending that everything is okay when it isn't. It entails channeling their feelings effectively. When you demonstrate to your children that you are capable of managing difficult situations with grace and calm, you are teaching them one of the most important skills of all: how to handle life's problems with maturity and self-control. You are modeling the resilience that they will need as they face life's challenges. Consider the potential consequences. Your calm demeanor in the face of their turbulent emotions can motivate children to approach issues similarly. They'll gradually realize that they can turn to you not only as a parent but also as a haven, someone who, no matter how turbulent things get, remains steadfast and unyielding in their support. And is this the ultimate goal? To improve your friendship, foster mutual respect, and create an environment in which people feel seen, heard, and cherished no matter what? Step 2. Demonstrate understanding without giving in. Once you've calmed down, the next important step is to halt and examine what's going on behind the surface of your children's behavior. In times of dispute or disrespect, it is easy to react rashly to authority or criticism. However, this frequently worsens rather than improves the issue. Instead, take a step back and ask yourself, what is happening here? What emotions, concerns, or struggles could be influencing your child's behavior? Like adults, children experience complex emotions such as tension, insecurity, perplexity, and irritation that they frequently struggle to express adequately. When these emotions are not voiced, they can manifest in behavior that appears disrespectful or defiant. By analyzing what motivates people, you might gain a better understanding of what they're going through. This does not imply that you are condoning or tolerating poor behavior. It indicates that you're treating the underlying reason for their behavior rather than just the symptoms. Empathy is your most powerful tool here. And make no mistake, showing empathy does not imply condoning disrespect or abandoning your job as a parent. It entails treating the situation with empathy and patience, attempting to see the world through your child's eyes. When you do this, you establish a secure space for genuine communication to occur. Your child is significantly more likely to open up and communicate their honest thoughts if they believe you are not there to condemn or punish them, but rather to listen and understand. Take a moment to consider how powerful this can be. When your child feels heard, seen, and understood, they will begin to trust you more deeply. They believe that they are more than just a problem that needs to be treated, but rather a person with real emotions and experiences. This validation is crucial for establishing communication between you and your child. When they realize they can express themselves without being met with quick authority or condemnation, they're more likely to come to you in the future to share their problems before they escalate into confrontation. But let's be clear, demonstrating understanding does not imply giving in or being weak. It is one of the most effective things you can do as a parent. It takes enormous fortitude to put aside your aggravation and consider the matter from your child's point of view. You're not giving up authority, you're strengthening your bond with your child. This connection allows you and your child to communicate your feelings and work together to find a solution. By taking the time to thoroughly understand your child's behavior, you will be able to address the underlying issues rather than simply reacting to surface-level behavior. For example, a child's disrespect may not be solely about defiance. It could be the result of stress at school, conflict with friends, or thoughts of inadequacy. If you respond to disrespect, you miss out on the chance to assist your child in dealing with these deeper issues. However, if you approach the situation with empathy and inquiry, you may help them navigate these hurdles in a way that improves your relationship. It's also crucial to remember that when you show empathy and compassion, you're modeling these qualities for your child. You are teaching children how to handle their own emotions and disagreements with others in a mature, caring manner. They learn that it is acceptable to have sentiments, but it is also necessary to understand and articulate them effectively. This lesson, in turn, helps kids build the emotional intelligence required to succeed in relationships throughout their lives. Think about how revolutionary this can be. Rather than prolonging cycles of irritation and conflict, you are reaching a new level of connection and communication. When children feel understood, they are more inclined to obey the boundaries you establish because they know that they are based on love and care rather than authority. They come to understand that you are not attempting to control them, but rather to assist them as they negotiate their own feelings and experiences. Finally, demonstrating knowledge enables you to parent from a position of wisdom rather than reactivity. It allows you to address the underlying issues rather than just the symptoms of bad behavior. Most importantly, it promotes a relationship based on trust, respect, and love, in which both you and your child feel heard and cherished. This type of relationship will see you through the inevitable hardships of parenting in childhood, strengthening your bond with your child in fundamental ways. So the next time you have a quarrel or disrespect with your child, avoid the desire to react with authority or annoyance. Instead, take a deep breath, observe the situation with an open heart, and attempt to figure out what is going on. Consider this. How does your child genuinely feel right now? When you approach your child with empathy and compassion, you create opportunities for genuine connection and growth, not only for them, but also for yourself. True parenting takes place in times of silent understanding when you demonstrate to your child that love and empathy are more powerful than anger and authority. Step 3. Set clear boundaries. Calmly setting clear limits entails more than just drawing a line. It also requires composure, compassion, and understanding. Even when emotions are strong, keeping grounded and cool is critical to ensuring that your message is received clearly and respectfully. How we convey our limitations has a significant impact on the outcome. When we take a deep breath and clarify what is and is not acceptable, we create an environment conducive to mutual understanding rather than annoyance or disobedience. It is critical to set clear but fair boundaries without using harsh or threatening words. You may be assertive without appearing authoritarian while yet feeling compassionate and consistent. This method not only helps youngsters understand that their actions have consequences, but it also prevents tensions from growing into unnecessary emotional conflicts. It conveys a strong message that limits exist to protect and assist individuals rather than to control them. Children, at heart, crave structure. They need to feel safe, and clear boundaries provide just that. However, those boundaries must be balanced. If restrictions are too strict, they might hinder growth and foster animosity. If they are overly indulgent, children may feel disoriented and uncertain about what is expected of them. Finding that delicate balance where rules are firm yet flexible enough to accommodate individual needs is critical to instilling a sense of security and responsibility. Setting consequences quietly helps youngsters understand that they are not being unfairly punished, but that their actions have natural consequences. This instills a stronger feeling of accountability, which will serve them well throughout their lives. Life outside the family is full of decisions and consequences, both rewarding and challenging. By continually respecting these limits with love, we are preparing children for that trip while also building strength and resilience. Setting clear, calm limits is one of the most powerful displays of care and love you can provide. You are guiding them with dignity today so they can stand strong tomorrow. Step 4. Set the example you want to see. Children are like mirrors. They tend to reflect what they observe rather than what they've been told. It is not enough to beg for respect or attention. You must also demonstrate those behaviors in your daily encounters. If you want respect, start by treating others with it. If you want people to listen to you sincerely, show them how important their words are to you by paying close attention to what they say. In those tight moments when emotions run high and tolerance is tested, remember that your children are watching how you manage yourself. Your poise, ability to maintain composure, and readiness to negotiate conflict with patience will be the most profound lessons they will ever learn. Setting an example does not imply striving for perfection, rather it requires consistency and authenticity. Children must realize that the principles you instill in them are the same ones you live by. This constancy fosters trust and respect over time. When they see that you practice what you preach, they will have a stronger connection to the teachings you're trying to teach. For example, if you want children to be good listeners, make sure you are present whenever they need to speak. If you want them to respect you, show them that you treat them with dignity and fairness even when you disagree. I've always believed that the deepest instruction comes not from lectures or regulations, but from daily behavior. When you constantly model the behavior you want your children to exhibit, you are shaping not only how they conduct themselves within the family, but also how they will behave in all future interactions. The compassion, patience, and respect you show children today will serve as the foundation for their future interactions with the world. It's vital to remember that children do not need to see us as perfect. They need to witness us being genuine. They need to understand that even when we stumble, we remain devoted to becoming better, and that making errors is acceptable as long as we continue to progress. Leading by example provides your children with the most significant gift you can give them, a roadmap for navigating their own lives with integrity, empathy, and strength. The example you set today will have a long-term impact on them, directing them in how they interact with others, deal with obstacles, and carry themselves with elegance in a world that will expect a lot of them. Step 5. Create moments of connection outside of conflict. It's easy to become preoccupied with addressing disrespectful behavior when tensions rise, but what's equally, if not more essential, is developing a stable, loving relationship with your children outside of those times. True respect does not stem from frequent reprimand. Rather, it grows from a foundation of trust, love, and connection. That is why cultivating times of connection, where conflict is not even on the horizon, is so important. These are the times when you may bond with your children, giving them your undivided attention and demonstrating that they are important to you without the weight of discipline or misunderstandings hanging over you. Spend meaningful time together away from distractions, whether it's sharing a meal, participating in a fun activity, or simply having a profound chat. These experiences create the emotional bonds that are the foundation of your relationship. When children feel heard, respected, and appreciated in these peaceful encounters, respect increases easily and seamlessly over time. When your children see that you are prepared to invest in them outside of disagreements, it demonstrates to them that they are loved at all times, not only when things go wrong. This generates a strong sense of security and mutual respect, making overcoming obstacles much easier. The stronger the link, the fewer disputes there are, and when they do occur, they are usually less intense. Sharing pleasurable experiences, such as a trip to the park or a common interest, facilitates better communication. It fosters a safe environment in which your children feel welcomed and valued for who they are, rather than merely for how they act in challenging situations. These moments of connection form the cornerstone of your entire relationship. When your children feel loved and respected, they are more likely to respond with respect and attention, especially in difficult situations. These shared times teach them that their relationship with you is based on love, trust, and a mutual desire to understand one another, rather than just rules and penalties. That link, that profound emotional connection, is the best environment for respect to grow. It's not only about avoiding disagreement, it's about cultivating a relationship in which respect grows organically, because your love and understanding are so strong. Step 6, give them space to reflect. Once you've gently addressed the situation and established those critical limits, one of the most important things you can do is allow your children to reflect on their actions. Respect, like growth, takes time. Sometimes the most profound changes take time to manifest. Allowing them the space gives them the freedom to assimilate everything in their own time without feeling rushed or overwhelmed by expectations. This technique promotes personal development, helping your children to internalize the ideas you've taught in a deeper, more meaningful way. It's easy to desire an instantaneous response and to see fast results. Yet hurrying the process can sometimes lead to resistance. I've discovered that real progress frequently occurs when we take a step back and allow time for self-awareness to emerge. When you give your children space to think, you are not only teaching them about respect, but also helping them develop a feeling of responsibility and self-awareness. Over time, they'll discover the value of respect on their own terms, which is considerably more effective than merely imposing it. Maturity requires patience. It's a process that each child will go through at their own pace. However, if they are given the proper support, the lessons you have taught them will take root and become a part of who they are. Forcing a change or pushing too hard for an admission of fault might backfire, resulting in resistance where understanding is desired. By giving them time, you help them reflect, learn, and develop into more courteous, self-aware people. This type of personal development results in long-term transformation that much outweighs any censure. Now that you've gone through these 6 steps for handling disrespect calmly and constructively, I want to provide some final recommendations to help you develop your bond with your children and increase communication even further. First and foremost, let go of minor battles. Not every scenario requires a reaction or a lesson. Allowing little provocation to pass without escalating into a conflict is sometimes the most effective thing you can do. This does not imply ignoring difficulties or letting significant matters slip, but rather recognizing which situations require your assistance and which allow your children to grow on their own. By choosing your conflicts intelligently, you teach children that not everything in life must be a confrontation, and that sometimes letting go is the best option. Another effective technique is to include them in family choices. Giving your children a say in decisions that impact them makes them feel like valued members of the family. which fosters a stronger sense of responsibility. In these moments of inclusion, students learn the true value of respect and the importance of working as a team. It also helps kids develop critical problem-solving skills and a better understanding of the consequences of their own decisions. It is also critical to acknowledge and applaud their development, no matter how modest it appears. As parents, we sometimes focus on correcting negative behaviors, but recognizing even minor positive efforts can have a significant impact on your child. The simple statement, "I noticed how you handled that situation calmly," might promote the behaviors you want to see more of. These moments of positive reinforcement boost their confidence and drive them to keep progressing. Remember that it's good to admit your own faults. If you've overreacted in the past or handled the issue poorly, don't be afraid to apologize. This teaches your children that no one is perfect and that progress is a lifelong process for all of us. Admitting our mistakes is a show of strength, not weakness. By doing so, you demonstrate humility and educate them that mistakes are merely opportunities to learn and grow. Finally, keep a long-term view. Family relationships, like all significant bonds, change. Real change does not occur overnight. Each modest step towards increased regard, understanding, and calmness is a positive step. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results. The benefits will gradually accrue with patience, perseverance, and love. You'll notice that your family's link strengthens, resulting in a more harmonic environment founded on mutual respect, understanding, and love. With these last suggestions, you'll be better prepared to handle the daily challenges of parenting, knowing that each moment of growth and connection is laying the groundwork for a stronger family relationship. Accept the trip and believe that with time, patience, and a lot of love, you will create a household where respect and harmony can actually blossom. As we conclude, take time to think about everything we've explored. What have you learned so far about instilling respect, setting limits, and developing stronger relationships with your children? We would love to hear your opinions. Please share one item you've learned and how you plan to apply it in your life in the comments section below. Thank you for watching.